We all agree that video games is part of our life and make us feel like we're in a complete different world. But we all know there's nothing perfect in life. This has to be negative or positive in the same time. If you don't know how to control your time and manage your time of playing games, headache and back sleeping, and you're gonna actually ruin your day. And one of these problems is gonna cost your life. It's actually very serious if you think about it. And this is the subject for our video. People died from the games. And if you don't know what is this channel for, it's for telling or explaining the stories behind games. It could be sad, happy, or scary. Let's start with the first person we have, and his story is actually very sad and stupid at the same time. Our streamer is streaming on Twitch and his name is Pushboard, and he's very addicted to video games, especially World of Tank. And he was playing this game for hours and hours not stopping, and one of the days he decided to stream this game for 24 hours to gather donations and donate it to people who actually need the money. So Pushboard started streaming for 22 hours. After 22 hours you can see his face, he's very tired and very exhausted. He told his followers he's gonna go outside and smoke and he will be back. But our streamer gone and never come back. After 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hours, and he never showed up. One of the moderator on his Twitch called him and police answered and said that Pushboard died. The reason he died because he was very exhausted and not sleep, and also he was smoking and drinking alcohol constantly. In 2016, there was a game release called by Pokemon Go, and this game was a very big trend that year, and it's the most game who people die from it. Why? Because the game tells you to go outside and really dangerous places to find Pokemons and catch them. There's a lot of people died from falling, from drowning. I'm gonna tell you 2 victims died from this game in a stupid way. We have Daniel and Drayson, and these 2 boys find a Pokemon in one of the houses, and this Pokemon is very rare, so they want this Pokemon in any way. But when they find the Pokemon, it was already at night, so it's very late to go knock the door and ask for permission. So they thought about to go sneak to the house and catch the Pokemon. And they really tried to get inside the house and try to catch the Pokemon, but the owner of the house saw them and he took the pistol and started shooting. Daniel died immediately and Drayson got injured very bad. And the owner of the house called the police, told the story. Police came and took Drayson to the hospital and they saved him, but he was very injured. And by the way, they didn't blame the owner of the house in any way because it was very dark and he thought it was thieves, so he started shooting at them, and it's self-defense. So imagine you lose your life just for a stupid Pokemon. Top 3, we have one of the saddest story in the video, to be honest. 2016, there was a person in USA called by Tyron, and he was addicted to video games, especially Ghost of Horizon. Also, Tyron was married and he had a daughter who was 3 years old. And one of the days Tyron was playing important match, so his daughter was crawling and she went to the PC and pressed the power button by mistake. So Tyron was very mad, and he took his daughter and started hitting his daughter head to the floor. The daughter was very young, so she couldn't handle it and she died immediately. And Tyron was trying to make it seem that the kid was on the ground and one of the gym tools fall on her head, and this is what happened. But his wife caught him doing that, so she called the police, and the police came and they investigate the scene. They knew that Tyron who killed the daughter, and also he confessed that he did that. He said that I was very mad and rageful that I did that. I didn't mean to do it, but it was too late already. So they took him to the jail for 45 years for the crime he did. Number 2, we have a girl called by Farah, and she was from Pakistan. She was addicted to video games as well, and Farah met a guy, Shane, inside this game. They were playing the video game together for 5 years, and Shane started having emotions for her and he actually liked her. And he was keep sending her gifts and blah blah, but she didn't know he actually loved her. So Shane hacked her PC because he was very obsessed with her, and he saw she was texting other guys and he was very mad. So he called Farah and said, why would you text people and I love you? And Farah didn't like it because he hacked her PC, so she blocked him from everywhere and he didn't like it. So he took a plane from US to UK just to take his revenge. He bought a knife and he took the knife to her house, and he knocked the door and she was on the door, and he started stabbing her and she started screaming, and luckily her brother was in the house and he came out, started punching Shane, who was begging from him to stop because there was blood everywhere in his face. Farah brother stopped punching him and he called the police and then also the ambulance. Police took Shane to the station and they told him, you're gonna stay in jail for the rest of your life. In 2014, there was a kid called by Eldon who was 14 years old who bought GTA 6 and he was addicted to it. He was playing hours and hours. So the dad noticed that and he came and took the PS from him, so he didn't like it. And there was a pistol on the table and Eldon really took the pistol and started shooting his dad. And Eldon had a brother who was younger, and he saw that, and he started running to the phone, and he was start calling the 911, but Eldon reached him and start shooting him too, and he died as well. But the neighbor noticed that, and she called the 911, and the police came in and saw the scene, and they took him to the station and told him, why would you do that? He said, why would he take the PS from me? Like, really? Like, come on, man. It's so stupid. How would you kill your dad and your brother for a video game? This is not a kid. This is actually a psychopath. So the police said, really? Okay, come here. So they gave him 40 years in prison.